You know that feeling, right? That little twitch in your hand, that constant pull from the screen in your pocket, we all feel it. But what if the secret to breaking free wasn't about trying harder or having more willpower, but about something way simpler? What if it was just about having less color? Today we're going to talk about a weirdly powerful idea to get your focus back: monochrome discipline. For a lot of us, it starts with a moment of pure, terrifying honesty, kind of like this one. I checked my screen time and realized I had a full-time job scrolling TikTok. And you laugh, but that's not just some funny quote, is it? For so many of us, that's the gut punch of reality we've been trying so hard to ignore.
And what's the salary for this job? Well, it costs you about 7 hours a day. Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. 7 hours, every single day. Just gone, poof, vanished into the scroll.
And that's exactly what it is. It's not just a bad habit, it's a full-time scrolling job. You've basically got a whole digital second life that you didn't even realize you signed up for. And the kicker? You're the one doing all the work, and you're not getting paid a dime.
And when you realize that, the next question is obvious. How on earth did it get this bad? And the really tough one, is it my fault? Am I just weak? Well, the answer is not really. And to understand why, we've got to take a quick look at what's going on inside your brain. Because, see, you're not just fighting against your own boredom. You're up against your brain's very own slot machine. And this is the most important part. This is why willpower is not enough. You're not weak. You're just playing a game that's been expertly, and I mean expertly, designed for you to lose. And the engine running that whole game is called the dopamine loop. It's a really simple but crazy powerful cycle. Your brain sees a hint of a reward. A little red notification bubble, the chance of a funny video, and it wants that little chemical hit of dopamine. So you take an action, you swipe or you tap, you get the tiny reward, and bam, you're immediately left wanting more. It's a loop that is designed to never, ever.
And what's so wild is just how intentional this all is. I mean, look at this. The comparison is almost perfect. Endless scrolling is just the digital version of spinning reels. The variable rewards, you never know if the next post will be amazing or just meh. That's the exact same principle as a slot machine payout. The bright colors, the little dings and sounds, even the pull to refresh gesture is literally designed to feel like pulling the lever on a slot machine. They're using the exact same psychological tricks that get people hooked on gambling.
So let's just put it plainly. You are not just relaxing on your phone. You are in a battle against an algorithm, a supercomputer that has been fine-tuned by thousands of the smartest engineers in the world with one single goal: to be more interesting, more stimulating, and more compelling than your actual real life. It is a completely rigged game. So, if it's a rigged game and your willpower doesn't stand a chance, then what do? How do you fight back against a system that is so perfectly built to keep you hooked? Well, you don't fight back harder. You just stop playing their game. And you do it with something I call the power of boring. It's this beautiful, simple countermove to a really complex, sticky problem.
The entire strategy is this simple. Ready? Make your phone boring. That's it. That's the whole magic trick. You don't try to outsmart the algorithm. You just make the whole experience so unappealing that the algorithm has no power over you.
And the reason this little trick works so incredibly well is because it goes right for the jugular of the dopamine loop. When your phone is boring and colorless, it removes all that visual candy that your brain is constantly craving. All those bright reds and shiny buttons just disappear. The loop shatters. And suddenly all the algorithm's little tricks, the notifications, the flashy icons, they just stop working. Your phone goes from being an addictive toy back to being what it was always supposed to be: a tool.
Okay, so you get the why. Now let's talk about the how. It's time to learn how to nuke your phone. And don't worry, we're not actually breaking anything. We're just performing a little surgery to remove the addictive parts. And it only takes 2 simple steps.
So here it is, the monochrome discipline method. Step 1, and you can do this right now. Activate grayscale. Just dive into your phone's accessibility settings and flip that switch that turns your entire screen to black and white. It's going to feel really weird, but that's a good thing. Step 2, bury the candy. Take every single one of those social media apps, those news apps, anything with an infinite scroll, and drag them all into one folder. Then move that folder to the very last page of your home screen. Make it a pain to get to.
And just remember the big idea here. The goal isn't to be a monk and throw your phone in a river. The goal is just to make the slot machine not worth playing, right? When the lights aren't flashing and the bells aren't ringing, you'll be amazed how quickly you lose interest in pulling that lever.
So what actually happens when you do this? What's on the other side? Well, this is the best part. It's about reclaiming your life. It's about everything you get back the moment you unplug from the machine. Because the real prize, the real win here, it's not just getting a few hours back. It's not just less screen time. It is, quite simply, more life. It's more focus to do deep work. It's more presence when you're with the people you love. It's more time to read, to exercise, to build something real. More space for your own thoughts to actually breathe.
So I'll just leave you with this. Once you finally turn that phone from a source of endless distraction back into a simple tool, the only question left is, what will you build with all that time you just got back?